Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to day 25 of Stranger Things Giving, which makes it November 25th, 2024. Monday, November 25th, 2024. It's the beginning of Thanksgiving week. Oh my gosh. Almost done with November, you guys. Oh, it's crazy. It's like every day that we get closer to December, it's just wild. It's wild to me. Oh, how is your week starting out? Or how did your weekend end? Did you do anything amazing this weekend? Or are you relaxing to, I don't know, prepare for the craziness of this week or anything? Or are you just getting ready? I know a lot of you guys have the cooking job where you're staying at home and doing the cooking. I am lucky. Like I had already told you, my mother-in-law is doing the cooking again, and I am going to forever be grateful for that as long as I can. Because whenever she decides she doesn't want to, I'll start it up again, doing the cooking and all, and having everything, at our house, or cooking. I don't care. I'll cook it and take it to her house. I'll cook at her house. I don't care. But I will take up the cooking reins again. But until then, I will enjoy being the lucky one and being the invited person. Yeah. But I know not everybody's that lucky. So are you guys taking it easy or preparing early so you have it a little easier on the day of? Or how was your weekend anyway? But in my weekend's just starting. I'm like, this is the second day of my weekend because I'm Sunday, Monday weekend. And, this has been my great plan has been sleeping. I failed miserably last night. I went to bed. I just couldn't sleep. Like I guarantee, talking about sleep, I already feel the yawns coming on right now, in fact, so I'm gonna apologize right now because I can feel like I'm teary-eyed right now from holding it back. I'm so sleepy. I definitely see nap time coming up after this video uploads. I'm gonna straighten out my sleep again. This time wasn't my fault because I genuinely went to bed and tried. I wasn't even on my phone. I tried to sleep. I just kept, I don't know if I was just laying wrong. It wasn't even Maverick's fault. He wasn't normally if it is Maverick's fault, it's because he's trying to sleep in the middle of the bed on his tummy or something, spread out, or deciding to sleep on me, in the most awkward way possible, and refusing to move. It's like he suddenly becomes deaf and limp, and he just doesn't know the proper etiquette of sleeping at all. That wasn't the case. He was being a perfect angel. Just couldn't sleep. I don't know what my deal was. I had the motivation to sleep. I just couldn't do it. I can do it tonight. I feel very, very motivated. And I'm doing it so early, and David works this morning, in the morning here. So I'm gonna upload this video. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna watch some TV, some videos or whatever, and then I'm gonna take a very long nap that I may just stay in bed down here. When David goes, Maverick and I might just sleep in bed down here and just stay there. It just depends on if I'm motivated enough to get up and get into my own bed. We'll see. But bed sounds so good right now. It sounds amazing. Since I didn't sleep well, at some point I just decided to get up, and I did stray from my decision to just kind of stay in bed all day and because I had decided, aside from sleeping as much as I wanted, I was going to get up, do a few chores or whatever, take care of Maverick, obviously. And then since Maverick is like always, like if you mention the word bed, whether he's just gotten up or not, he's always down to go back to bed. Always. Like he is the sleepiest pup I have ever had. Winston was always cool with sleeping, and so was Abby, but like they would both, well, so was Lindy, actually. They would go to bed, and let me rephrase. Lindy, because most of my time spent with Lindy was when she was older, so Lindy would always sleep because she's an older dog. But Abby was young, like pretty much the whole time we had Abby, because we lost her early. Like I think she was only 4 when we lost Abby. She wasn't very old. Maybe 5. She might have hit 5. Because David had just gotten her before I moved in. So she might have hit 5. It would depend on how old as a puppy she was when he actually brought her home, I guess. But, and then Winston, I'm talking like since he was even little, he'd be down for sleeping anytime. So he'd get back in bed with you. But then even in bed, he would like fidget. And, you know, when it was playtime, even in bed, it was playtime. Like he'd still want to like get up, run around, you know, leave the room if he wanted to, you know. Maverick, once he hits the bed, he hits the bed. He's ready to sleep. He would be like is it Rapunzel that sleeps all, Sleeping Beauty. Rapunzel was in the tower, right? And then she slept too? Or is it just Sleeping Beauty? Did Rapunzel get stabbed with the... Man, I don't know my Disney princesses, do I? Like, obviously, Sleeping Beauty's in the name. Anyway, we'll go with Sleeping Beauty. He is the Sleeping Beauty of puppies. He could just knock right out. Snow White got knocked out too, right? She was in the glass coffin. Prince Charming had to wake her up. I got this. But he, yeah, he's the sleepiest puppy I've ever seen. And he'll come downstairs too, and he'll play, and then like half hour later, he's ready to sleep again. He's on his pet bed or whatever. He could sleep immediately after getting up. So I know he'd be down for just going back to bed anyway. But that had been my plan, was, you know, get up, do some chores, take care of Maverick, and then go lay down again. Maybe we could like watch some TV in bed or whatever, and then just if we went to sleep, you know, which probably would happen because how long have I been saying, I'm tired, I'm going to catch up on sleep. Sleep is inevitable, and I'm probably going to sleep. But I veered from my plan because I found out that there was you guys know, if you've been around, you know I play some Pokemon Go. There was a special limited time event yesterday and today, but I worked yesterday. So Nate came over and we did that. We went out and did that. And then while this video is uploading, I'm going to work on my squares for whatever I draw tonight. And my friend Andy and I, since I didn't get to see Andy on this tour, we have been long distance hanging out and watching shows and like texting back and forth. He's watching From with me. So, you know, the show that I was just raving about. Because if we watch something good, because he's a big horror fanatic also. And sci-fi and fantasy, like we watch the same things. And we're like two peas in a pod. And if we watch something that we know the other one's gonna, well, basically if we watch something that we really like, we'll recommend it to the other one. So I had texted him and I said, I got something for you. I was like, have you heard of From? And He had not, so I pretty much forced him to watch it. And I said, just watch the first episode. You'll be hooked from episode 1. You know, same thing I told you guys. Like if you watch it, you will like it. If you like horror, some of you guys I know may not, but if you like horror, and he watched it, and he's like already done with the first season, I think, except for like one episode. He's in love. He loves it. So yeah, we've been talking back and forth about that. So I veered from. Oh, so sorry. I told you it would happen. I veered from my sleeping plan a little bit, but I'm gonna upload, and I'm gonna watch this season. I'm obviously further ahead than he is, so I'm gonna watch the season finale of season 3 that came out Sunday, and watch that while I get tonight's squares done. Well, yeah. Today, Monday's squares done, and then I'm gonna go take a nap after that. That's my day. I can tell you already. That's gonna be the rest of my night after I hang out with you guys here. So Maverick's currently upstairs sleeping with his dad, but either he'll wake up partway through the night and want to come downstairs, or he'll get up when his dad gets up, and then I would imagine he'll just run downstairs and then climb into bed with me. So, the life of a sleepy puppy. But yeah, I try to think if I really did anything else. Not really, because like I tried my best to sleep today, you guys. I did. I stayed in bed until I think probably about 2. And then I just gave up. Like, I think I finally did fall asleep. I mean, because I want to say I got in about 3 hours of sleep. So I probably finally fell asleep around 11-ish. And then I had an alarm set for 1 or 1:30, and I finally got up at like 2. So basically I took a nap. Yeah, but I had been laying down for like a full night's sleep, and I just could not fall asleep. I know, I just kept looking at the clock. I was like, okay, now it's 9 in the morning. Okay, now it's 10 in the morning. Okay, now it's 11. I know I saw 11:30 and 11:40, and then after that, I think I was out. But it was ridiculous, and I just, sometimes you have those nights, I guess, but tonight won't be. I can already feel it. Tonight will not be one of those nights. I can feel it in my bones. Tonight will be Heather's catching back up on her sleep and getting herself straightened out. More than just, I'm going to try. I already know I'm going to do. So it's going to happen. I can feel it. Because I don't mind being the night person. What I mind is when I start having like no sleep. I don't mind being up. Like, to me, being up outrageous times of the night, that's fine. Like, I would prefer never seeing the sunlight. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is when I have like 2 hours of sleep. Like that, I recognize that part's not healthy. It wouldn't matter to me if I slept from 11 in the morning or something, as long as I, slept at least like 6, 7, 8 hours, a day. That would be fine with me. But I can't start doing 3 hours of sleep or something like that. That's, that's too much, or too little, really, too little. But anyway, so I actually really, really, really want to get on to talking about my squares, because I am in love with my squares. So I'm going to do that. We're going to talk about them. I know I talked at great length yesterday about the inspiration, so I will try to spare you. But the inspiration, I'm afraid I might get on the tangent again. I'll try really hard not to. But the inspiration was season 4 partner in crime Murray, which the picture will be here. And if you are unfamiliar, if you don't watch, Stranger Things, that would be when Murray teams up with Joyce to go save Hopper from Russia. And in my opinion, I'm not even going to get up on the soapbox. I'm just saying, in my opinion, it's when you really see the chemistry between Joyce and Murray. And I think they would make the cutest couple ever because of their obvious chemistry. Obvious chemistry. So I think they should get together. I think we need to make this happen. But, I mean, in my fanfics, it's going to happen. It's going to be a thing. It doesn't even need to be fully written about. It's just going to be mentioned because they're going to be together. But we're just going to accept that and move on, I guess. But it's a thing. But I love the color scheme of Murray's outfits. I love the color scheme of like most of Murray's outfits. I know originally in October when I just did just Murray, period, he had this great like bathrobe that he was in season like 2, where it was like brown, gold, and maroon, I think, because it's something like Murray looks like he stepped out of like the 60s 70s era, and he took his whole wardrobe with him and he never threw anything away. And that's just, he's very thrifty, and that's just what he still wears. He doesn't buy the new clothes of, the late 70s or the 80s or anything. Murray's got all of his old clothes, maybe even his, his dad's hand-me-downs or whatever, but he doesn't spend his money on new clothing trends or anything like that. And I really dig that about him. Like I love the colors that he chooses. Like I think it's very Heather aesthetic is what it is. So this particular outfit, he's got this like deep orange scarf with like a cream color accent. He's got this deep blue coat. I know he does have some brown mixed in there somewhere, besides his like beard and hair. I think it's maybe his hat that's like a deep brown. I actually surprisingly did not use the deep brown. But I was very happy to find that I had like a cream, like a light cream color that I'm must have picked up from Goodwill somewhere because it was in with those scrap balls of yarn. But I did do, this is like a Pound of Love, and then this was still some of my old Red Heart with Love that I put together, and this is that cream color that's really blowing out in my light. But as much as I loved these colors together, the blue, there it goes. The blue is really the focal point of his outfit because the blue covers and, cradles him because that's his coat, right? So I put together this other square that has blue on the outside. And I love it so much because I checkered the rusty orange and the cream. And I think this one looks so good that it made me kind of wish I had checkered the blue and the cream over here like that. But I really think that I love this square so much. Like I said, I love the color scheme. I pretty much love just Murray's aesthetic altogether. So I love Murray as a character. Like he's definitely one of my favorite. I love the fact that he went from just a side character in like season 2 to much more of a main character. I mean, he's not a full-blown main character, but he's much closer to a main character than just, a red shirt. You'll get that if you're Star Trek character or a Star Trek fan. But I love Murray anyway, so I really love these squares too. So hopefully you dig it. But yeah, I was really excited to show you those 'cause I'm quite the big fan of the way they turned out. And again, I keep showing off the stack, but they also add a new vibe to what this is really turning into quite an interesting stack of colors. It doesn't look any different from this side to this side. I don't know why I'm like Vanna Whiting it. They look the same on all the sides, but but yeah, this particular pile has definitely got a lot of stuff going on, so it's going to add quite a different vibe to the blanket, I think, and I like that. It's going to look very, I don't want to say patchworky, but very scrappy. It's going to look very scrappy. I can't believe we're so, I know I showed you last night too, but we're so barren in here. So let's pick today's square, and then I will let you guys go for the day. Appreciate you hanging out with me, keeping me company. Give it a good mix. I know there's like so few in here, but I'm like, give it a good mix. I don't think there is another Murray in here, but like just trying to make sure with the pattern that has arisen the last few, like over the last week, I'm making sure we don't have like a double Murray theme happening here. I don't think there is another Murray going on, but you know, of course, if there is one in here, we would find it next, I'm sure. So what do we got? What's on there? Aw. Okay. We got Muse. I'm not even sure if I have a picture of Muse. There's got to be one. I'll put it up here if I find it. There's got to be one. I'm sure there's at least Aunt Claudia holding Muse or something. I refuse to put the remnants of Muse with Dart, so that won't be a picture that you see. I know that, but that is what I'm sure Muse is famous for. R.I.P. Muse. If you are not aware, Muse is the cat of Dustin's aunt, Aunt Claudia, the former cat who was eaten by Dart, the demodog. In defense, Dart, I'm sure, didn't know any better. It's probably just, you know, demodog nature. But we feel bad for Muse. He was a victim in all of this. If I can't find Muse, I'm sure there's a picture of Aunt Claudia holding Muse too. I think, if I remember right, the two cats look the same. So there'll be some form of inspirational picture up there. But pretty sure Muse was an orange kitty, much like Karen's lovely little Julian, who will be very safe from demodogs. I know his mommy will keep him safe, so we don't need to worry about that. I'm just saying they will look alike. I think. Pretty sure that they're the same coloring. Yeah, so we got a Muse square coming here. Oh. Oh. I don't know what I was thinking. The last few pics, I'm sure you're going to hear a lot. I don't know what I was thinking when I... All right, you guys. On that note, I am going to let you go. But I hope you do have a really great start to your week. And yeah, I hope you are getting everything you need to get done if you're preparing for the holiday. Yeah, and I hope this is a stress-free week for those of us living here in the United States. And yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. All right. I love you. Bye, guys. Uh-oh.